The AllStar app, the #1 app in the business. UFC, Bellator, One Championship, PFL, and more. Get the app right now. Link in description. Let's jump into the first thing, man. On Tapology on Sherdog, you have 24 professional fights, but I know you have more fights that they don't have logged in. And you talked about some illegal fights in a different interview. Tell me about those fights.
Oh yeah, back in Argentina, we didn't have army fights. So back in the day when I started training this, it was 204 with my one of my best friend and first coach, Matias Lemon, and we just start fighting wherever we can because we didn't have any tournaments there, any MMA commissioners or something like that. So we start doing illegal fights in the gym, and sometimes my best friend organized these fights, and sometimes the guys they didn't show up. So we got a fight like we got like 20 fights, and then the other day we only have 3 fights. And one time I came just to see the fights with a hangover. I didn't even bring my mouthpiece, and my former coach says, "You gotta help me, bro. You need to fight. You gotta help me." I'm saying, "Bro, I'm hangover. I don't want to fight. I'm gonna get destroyed." I said, "No, don't worry. You're too good. You got this." So okay, first of all, I need a mouthpiece. So he sent another student to bought a mouthpiece. We put the mouthpiece in hot water. I mold it, and then I just rub my hands and put some gloves, and then let's go. I'm fine. Mm. Yeah, and the motherfucker told me, please don't knock him out in the first round. Make the fight last a little bit. And I was hungover, and I mean I was kind of like 3 hours sleep, but yeah, I was young, I was wild, so I didn't give a fuck.
Was this when you were like a teenager or were you already in your 20s?
No, I was in my 20s. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Back in the day, I mean, I didn't know if I want to become a professional fighter. In Argentina, that doesn't exist right now. It's a career. Right now, is something that little kids could aspire to. That's why it's so important for me. Uh,
Yeah.
this because I'm opening the path for the other kids down there, so it doesn't become so hard for them too. And yeah, so I was studying, I was working, I was trying to be every Latin American mother wants his kid to study and become a professional, a lawyer, a doctor, or something like that. In Argentina, it's like that. So you want to become a professional athlete, you need to be a soccer player.
Yeah.
If not, you can't. So it was at the moment was really weird to say like, "Hey, mom, I want to fight." Like what? That doesn't exist there
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, right now a lot of little kids could aspire to be MMA fighter to fight in UFC, and that's why we're fighting for.
How crazy is it that you are a pioneer of the sport? You know what I mean? Like, is it kind of weird to say yourself, like you're a
Oh yeah,
pioneer in your country?
yeah, yeah. Like I mean, we are only 5 people in UFC from my
Mhm.
country, and there are gonna be more for sure.
Yeah.
But it's weird because it's a long journey to make. I've been training since I was living in a lot of places, in a lot of
Mhm.
countries, just and most of the fight I lost is because we didn't know, but they just let us know like, hey, you want to fight in Russia 2 weeks?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, you want to fight in Brazil for in 2 weeks? Yeah, let's go. Because people do that. Managers do that a lot
Mhm.
of time. Just to build another fighter, they call someone in short notice to fight, and we need to fight. We need in that moment we need that experience. So they just call me and say, "Hey, you want to fight in Brazil? Well, yeah, let's go." And then 2 weeks before, "Hey, you want to fight in Russia? Well, yeah, let's go." So that's most of my losses in my career because I didn't make even a camp. I just
Yeah.
fought. Yeah, I didn't know how to do this, but now we're really experienced on that, and we make the necessary changes, and just we're still learning, but we're just going.
Yeah, you definitely learning. And after your last fight, you changed management, you changed teams, you moved to different city. Why did you decide to do all of this?
Uh, yeah, first of I changed management, team. I changed everything around me because my last fight camp was awful. A lot of shit happened between them, and then I took this fight that I think was a good fight, but no, I realized that in the middle of the fight, it was a bad cut for me. I cut like 20 pounds in 3 days. I got diarrhea, but that's no excuse. This motherfucker was too good. Like I was there inside the cage, and I realized that there's level to this shit. Like I was trying to hit him, and I was doing everything my coaches tell me, and everything we've been working for that fight, and that motherfucker wasn't there. Like what the fuck? I realized that in the fight. Like I sit in the corner and I say, "Bro, I need to knock out this motherfucker because I'm gonna lose. He's too good. He's too good." And in my head, I was like, "Well, I was trying to hit him, and he wasn't there anymore. He was attacking me. He was countering me. Stylistically, was a bad matchup for me. Uh, I didn't. I don't know how I could grab that, and it was a top 15. And right now, Kyler Phillips, we need to realize that he soon gonna be a champion. He's gonna be a top 10 for sure, like in the near future, because he's too good. And I didn't understand that. I just think like, yeah, let's go to fight. But bro, it isn't a fight anymore. It's a sport, and everybody is calculating this shit. Everybody is picking this. Everybody is studying stylistically how it works. And now I'm with people that realize that, and that teach me that. So that's why I made all the changes. Before I didn't have anything of that.
I'm happy to hear that, man. It's good to see that you could look at something and say, I need to change. A lot of times fighters, they're very stubborn. Like even you taking fights, right? You're like, I'll fight anybody. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck, right? That has to change too, right?
yeah, for sure. I mean, and they offer me a lot of fights, and I say, yeah, let's go, let's fight. And my coach say, no, you need to work a little bit more with me. You need to like I'm with James Krause right now, and I was being ready to fight since I lost. Like I never stopped training, and the UFC offered me some fights. I can't remember the names, but James told me and say, "Hey, it's a good fight for you, but I need more time to work with you. You've been here like only 2 months. I can't work with you in 2 months. You need to be patient a little bit more." So I just trust him because he knows a lot about the sport, and I need to trust someone, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
for
I
sure.
was like, "Yeah, whatever you say, coach, but you need to know like I'm ready to fight anytime." If something fall off, short notice, whatever, I'm ready to fight. You just let me know. And we've been expecting, and then the UFC make us the offer, and we say, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, James Krause, he's one of the best coaches in the game, and there's a reason why he's one of the best coaches. There's a reason why there's so many good fighters at the gym with you. How different has this camp been for you? Is it more like on the mental side?
Yeah. It's more on the mental side and on the like understanding the matches, understanding the judges, understanding all the new shit that is hot. Because I mean, I'm with Brandon Moreno, and we always work hard. Like today is my rest day, and I train 2 times. Is my rest day. I train 2 times. If not, I'm training 4 times or 3 times.
Uh,
Like every day. I don't give. I live for this. So I get up. I go to train. I eat. I go to train. I ate. I go to train. That's my life. And today was my rest day. I train like in the morning wrestling, and then I did my physical condition, and now I'm gonna go to the massage and to the recovery, to the sauna. But physically, it's not that challenging for me because I'm always training hard. But yeah, mentally is I need to adapt to the changes. So yeah, it's really good.
The room is full of killers, right? And
Oh
all in that division, bantamweight,
yeah,
featherweight, lightweight. Who are your best training partners right now for
uh,
this camp?
my main training partner is David Onama.
Okay.
Yeah, he's my perro. Yeah. He trains every day, and we keep pushing the pace. And he got a fight January 14. So we're working hard, brother. And then I train with also uh, Isaac Dulgarian. He got a fight January
Yeah.
14 too. He's
Yeah.
amazing. He gonna put the whole division on notice. I mean, I train with a lot of UFC guys: Jeff Molina,
Mhm.
Brandon Moreno. Uh, I mean, there's a room full of killers, and every time, every day, I take no round rest. I go hard all the rounds. So today was really hard, but at the end of the practice, we go live,
Mhm.
5 hard rounds. And the good thing here is that James, he trained with us. You see, the coach came early to work with
Yeah.
every different fighter, and different day. For example, I work with him on Thursday, on Tuesday, sorry, but then he explained the techniques, but he goes live with us. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, today I do one round with him. It was a good round. I
Mhm.
mean, what could you expect more from a coach that he's training with you, he's sweating with you, he's knowing you how you move, how you need to perfect in the technique. So that's amazing for me.
Yeah, there's a different respect, right, for a coach
Yeah,
like that.
sure. He spar with us.
Hmm.
Tomorrow we go sparring, like hard sparring, and we go like we drill a little bit, and we go like 5 minute rounds, but hard with all the killers. And James just put his shins, put his gloves on, and let's go. He's still spar with us. I mean, what could I ask for more?
Exactly. Now, you're fighting Francis Marshall. He's a undefeated prospect, first fight in the UFC. What do you think about him and the skill set?
Oh man, he's really good. I mean, I've been watching him, I've been studying, but yeah, he's a tough matchup. It's gonna be an entertaining fight. For sure, he's gonna try to take me down because all motherfuckers do that because they don't want to stand back with me. Uh, I want to make a good fight for. It's a stacked card. I mean, all the fights are gonna be like all the Orlando fights are gonna be fire, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm excited for this matchup.
And why did you decide to go up to featherweight? Because you've been fighting at bantamweight for a while.
Yeah, I've been fighting my bantamweight because my former coach just told me like, "Hey, you're too small to featherweight." But then 2 months into James in here in Glory MMA, James came to me and said, "Hey, can we have lunch?" And he bought his notebook, and he said, "Look, uh, I saw your last cut, and the last cut I cut like 20 pounds in 3 days. Uh, it was really bad for me. I got diarrhea, and I made the weight. Yeah, that's it." And he brings to me all the fights I've been fighting at 35, and the fight is I lose at 35. I lose in the third round. The first and second round, I win it. I won every fight that I lose in 35. And he told me, "Look, these are your fights at 35. I also got a lot of fights before in 45." And he said, "Look, these are your fights at 45. Look at this one, and this one. I got finishes, my winning in the third round." I'm saying, this is what happened. The weight cut is getting you slow down your pace, and you're getting tired in the third round because your weight cut. Look, these are your fights. And he bring me numbers. So I was watching that and I say, you're right, brother. And he told me,
Mhm.
hey, why are you still doing this? I don't know, because I'm a soldier. I don't know what to do. My former coach told me that, hey, you need to fight at 35. So I just made way and fight at 35. But yeah, it was awful. Like 1 month before my fight, I need to stop cutting. I stop eating carbs. Just it's awful. Like
Yeah.
my meal portion are really slow, really small. So now I put some more muscle. I go like 140 pounds of pure muscle.
Mhm.
So I'm walking around like when I'm not fighting, I'm walking around like 175, 178. And
Wow.
right now I'm 167, kind of like that. So I'm really good. Look,
Jacked. Jacked,
yeah,
right? Feeling good.
I'm feeling good. My cardio is
Mm.
amazing. I've been running like a
Mm.
madman. I've been training like a crazy man. So it's good.
That's right. That's right. I love it. This is a very important fight for you coming up, man. How do you see yourself performing in this fight? What kind of performance do you need, do you think?
Oh, man, I need the performance of my life.
Mhm.
And I've been preparing mentally for that. Like, I don't give a fuck about the result. I know I need to win, but I need to show myself that I'm a good fighter. Because my last fight was awful for me.
Mhm.
I know a lot of shit happened, but that's no excuse. Uh, this is this fight needs to be my best performance of my life. It needs to be for me, only for me.
I love it, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. We've known each other for a little while. So,
Yeah,
I remember in the pandemic, you were in Mexico City, stuck there,
stuck.
with nothing.
Yeah, fucking Combate America didn't release my contract, and UFC
Mhm.
was calling me like, "Hey, you want to fight in Argentina? Hey, you want to fight?" A lot of shit been happening the last past years. Was really trouble for me, but I'm living here right now. I'm
Yeah.
living my best life.
Your fight,
Yeah,
man. I'm excited for that one. December 3rd, UFC Orlando in front of the crowd. It's going to be amazing. If you want to know more about the event, go to the description and download the AllStar app. Marcelo, thank you, man, so much for the time. I'm all the best, man, to you and in this fight in your future, man. You've always been a stand-up guy.
thank you, brother. Thank you so much, and anytime.